I forced my niece to eat microwave leftovers while everyone else got to eat pizza because she was ungrateful and called it trash. Now her mom is telling me I'm too cruel. My sister-in-law, 31F, had her bachelorette party on Saturday. I, 39M, volunteered to babysit her daughter Tammy, 9F, and my wife's cousin's kids, 9M and 7F, at my place while my wife, 37F, her sister, and their cousin went to the party. Also present were my own kids, 11M, 7F, and 2F, so all in all, there were a lot of kids I was keeping alive. For dinner, we decided to have pizza, and I placed the order through an app. Now, I still don't really understand what happened, but the order was taking forever, and I was unable to contact the delivery guy. The pizza place wasn't helpful either, and after waiting for 90 minutes, I decided to cancel the order and choose a different restaurant. The reason I'd waited so long to cancel was that this was both my daughter's and Tammy's favorite pizza place. I managed to get my daughter to support the new restaurant by telling her they put ketchup on the pizza, but Tammy was insistent on the first one. She had a crying fit while we were placing the new order. Even after she calmed down, she was still grumpy and short with the rest of us. At first, the kids and I made efforts to cheer her up, but then she started telling us to shut up or leave her alone whenever we tried. Throughout the wait, I reminded Tammy and the other kids that if they didn't behave, they wouldn't get to eat the pizza. She still complained about the new restaurant multiple times. When the pizza finally arrived, Tammy opened the box and said, "I'm not eating that crap," she said that in front of the younger three. At that, I put leftover chicken pasta in the microwave and told her that was her dinner. She started crying, saying she wanted the pizza and would behave herself, but I held my ground. Tammy didn't eat any of the pizza, but all the others did. My sister-in-law is calling me unfair and cruel for forcing Tammy to have leftovers while the other kids ate pizza. She's also accusing me of favoring my wife's cousin's kids and my own, and insisting that there were better punishments that didn't involve excluding Tammy. My wife is completely on my side, but her cousin is on the fence. Edit. To answer some questions. The kids did have access to food and drinks while waiting. If they were hungry, they could eat, but no one was hungry. I know for a fact the kids like ketchup on pizza, but the only reason I told my daughter that was to get her excited about the new pizza. To the kids, this wouldn't have been a bad thing. I don't expect praise for babysitting. I barely even consider it that, half of them are my own kids. Update 1. Hey everyone, it's been almost 2 weeks since I posted, and I can now say that the situation has been resolved. First of all, I want to state that I always knew this was a parenting problem. We love my wife's sister, but she's not a great person. She's loud, abrasive, and occasionally selfish. My sister-in-law also has the mouth of a sailor. She shares that last trait with both my wife and their mother, but unlike them, she can't control herself in inappropriate settings. She doesn't swear around young children, and has taught Tammy that swearing is bad, but doesn't punish or berate her for doing so. She is part of the squad that thinks kids swearing is cute and funny, so she usually just laughs. While I'm also an honorary member of that squad, there's a time and a place for that. Which is why I was appalled at those who said Tammy's actions were normal behavior for a 9-year-old, because it's not. That part I already knew was rude. My question was whether I was right to deny her pizza over it. After reading your comments, I've concluded I did the right thing. Some of you advised me to refuse to babysit Tammy from now on. I decided I wanted to give my sister-in-law and Tammy an opportunity to apologize first. So, my wife called her sister and told her that neither I nor she would agree to babysit Tammy again without an apology, but she didn't think they had anything to apologize for. They had a long discussion over the phone, and it stopped when my sister-in-law called their mother, who then took my and my wife's side. Their mom agreed that we had every right to refuse to host someone who didn't respect us in our home. That's when my sister-in-law finally apologized to us. Tammy did the same soon after. We have no interest in blowing things out of proportion, so both apologies have been accepted. My sister-in-law's wedding is later this month, and we're all attending. I don't want people to think my niece and her mom are bad people. They can be difficult at times, but we love them both. So both my wife and I have agreed to continue babysitting Tammy on occasion, but if history repeats itself, I won't hesitate to nip this in the bud. The main piece of advice I'm following from your comments is to, while babysitting, treat everyone the same, and hold everyone to the same standards as my own kids. It's what I did with the pizza fiasco, and I'll continue to do it in the future. On a lighter note, we live in Latin America, and the overwhelming surprise at some details I shared in my post, including military time and ketchup on pizza, was definitely interesting.